Hello kids, this is Parimala and I am your coding teacher. Welcome back to my channel Stream with KSP. I hope you all are doing great. Stay home, stay safe. We are continuing the series of P5 editor in the last previous classes and I think you are enjoying the classes and you are learning the coding and as well as you are creating the games using P5 editor. If anyone new to this channel, please subscribe and click on the bell button to get the notification for next videos. In today's class, we are going to work with a new game that is called as stars game. By using simple two functions, we are going to create this game. If anyone have missed my previous classes, please check in the description. All the links are available. And don't forget to like, share and comment. Your likes is going to make this video to reach so many people. Thank you so much. Without wasting the time, let's get started. Today we are going to create stars game in P5 editor. In the previous class, we have learned about the classes and objects. Class is the blueprint and object is the instance of the class. We created a class called ball and by using the ball class, we created the object. And every object will have the properties and functions that we defined inside the class. In today's class, we will write code to design stars game in P5 editor. As I told earlier, we are going to use the two functions. One is random function, which is going to return a random number between 0 and 1. Suppose if we are displaying a random number 0, 10, it is going to display any random number at a time. Suppose sometime 2, 3 or 7, 8 like that. And we are going to also use the round function, the round which is going to round the value to the nearest integer. Let's get started the class 9 with P5 editor. We have to type P5 editor login in the Google and we have to click on the first option. And then it is going to show the login page of the P5 editor. Here we can also click on the login with Google if you want to log in with the Google account, or you need to create an account if you are the first time. And if you are already having the account, you can select your credentials here. Username and password, and we have to click on the login button. The P5 editor page will be opened here. Let me type the password again. Yes, it got logged in. Maybe there's a spelling mistake for password. That's why it's not open. Now it is the open. P5 editor was open. So we are going to work on the stars game. So we are going to create an output which look like same as the stars in the sky. The class is class 9 stars game in P5 editor. We need to mention this in the comments so that our code will not be get affected. Yes, this is our code. And in today's class, I want to mention this background inside the setup function. So you're going to see why I'm going to copy this background here. And now I'm going to click on the play button. You'll be able to see some light color background here. Let us make it to the black color. On the black color sky, if you display the stars in different colors, it will look beautiful. So today we are going to work on that. And now I'm going to create a circle first. So to create the circle, I'm going to use the ellipse instruction, or else we can also use the circle instruction. And the circle instructions will take the three arguments, right? We already know that. X and Y position is 50, 50 and the radius will be the 50. So I want my circle is in this place. So if I click on the play button, a circle is displayed on the screen, and even I want a little bit small circle. So let me give the 25. So now it's look good. And I don't want to give the x and y position like this because I want to generate it like stars, right? So it should be displayed on the screen on the all the places. So let me declare these with the variables. So I'm going to the line number 1. Here if I want to declare the variables, I can use the concept of objects. So I'm going to create a variable called spot, and I need to write is equal and a flower bracket. Then I can mention my x and y variable. So x is 50 and I need to give the comma and then y colon 50. So now x and y variables I have declared with a spot object. When I want to call these numbers with the circle also, I need to call in the form of spot dot x comma spot dot y, because x and y variables are declared using the spot object. So we need to use the dot operator to call that particular value. So let us change the number here, x position, so that you will be finding the difference. Creating a spot object and declaring the two values x and y and calling those objects inside the circle object. Now let us click on the play button. Yes, the circle is changed its place. 100, 50, we got one circle. Now what we will do, we will fill a color into the circle by using the fill function. But for filling the color, again I'm going to declare one more variable called color, that is called is equal. Again you have to give the flower bracket, and every time we will be giving the three numbers for the color. Here I want to give RGB as the variables. So my first variable is red color, that is variable is R. I'm giving some 255 number, comma. Next I am going to mention the green color. It will be some 125 number. And then the blue color, it will be 99. Now you can see the color object with the different variables is declared here. And now we are going to call this colors variables inside the fill function. I'm going to call here. How to call? By using the dot operator. Call dot R, comma, call dot G, comma, call dot blue color. Now circle is going to be filled with these three different color with the values 252, 125, 89. Now let us click on the play button. So there will be a color appeared in the circle. So these are the all the things we have already done in the previous classes when we are discussing about the fill instruction, as well as when we are discussing about the JavaScript object. But coming to the today's concept, that is the random. So now let us print a random number on the screen and see. If I want to print that, I will be using the spot.x. So let us write the spot.x. I want to generate a random position for my circle on the canvas. In such case, I need to use the random function. So I'm writing here random function, and the x position of the circle must be changed on the width. So I'm going to give the random position from 0, width of the canvas, that is 400. So I'm going to give the 400 here. And now if I want to see how much values will be generated for the spot x, I need to print this value on the console, and I can see the console.log of spot.x. Spot.x will give you the random number which is created from the 0, 400. Now if I click on the play button in the console, you can observe that the different values are displaying, but they are the decimal numbers. And also you can also observe the circles, how they are displaying on the canvas. So the circles are displaying each one in the different places. Now you see, I will explain about the round function also. If you want to make this number which is available in the console to the nearest number, you can use the round function here. So the round is going to round up to the nearest integer. Let me use the round function before the random function. And if I click on the play button, you can see now easily 0 to 400 how many random values are generating, like 350, 399, 112, 163, a random number, any number, okay. Now, same like the x position, we will also create a random position for y. So we need to create it for y position of the spot object. Then I can use the round object. Actually, no need to use the round function, but I want to explain to you about the round function and random number of 0, height. So if you can observe here, the height is 400. So I can give the 400 here because it is going to generate in the y position also. Now if I click on the play button, what happened on the screen, you can see the circle is coming like stars on the sky. It is displaying on different positions. Every time one circle is displaying on a different position because we have given the random value. And now we can extend this game by giving the different colors to the circle. If I want to give the different color to each circle, then I can also random the colors. So let us try to do that. I'm going to give the random number for colors also. Call.r is equal, I want to give a random number of, and I want to display it from 100, 255, some number from 100 to 255, and the green color should be, the combination of green color should be, again here a random number from some 50 to 125. And last but not the least, for the blue color, so here it is not called, it is call only. Yes, is equal to random number of, I can give anything 50, 200 we will give, okay. Right. Now you can see I also assigned a random number for our colors also, red, green, blue. Now what happened in the fill instruction, every time a new number will be given and for every circle there will be, it is representing one new color. So let us click on the play button and see how it is going to look. And we got one error, maybe some print. Yeah, we have written a random spelling wrong here. So let us click on the play button now. You can see there is a different blue type pink shade of every circle it is displaying. Okay, you want some more colors, means you can give again here to 25 and from here to 19. More dark colors will be displayed, depends on your choice. So this is the stars on the sky game using the P5 editor. And now you see we are also going to give one more object for the colors. If I am giving the number 25 here, what exactly happened on the screen you can observe. If I click on the play button, you can see it is looking like a stars now. You are able to see like they are transparent. So this is for today's class displaying the game. Yeah, and I forgot one more thing. Actually, we displayed the x and y positions to the 400 and 400. But suppose for some time if I'm changing my canvas size to 800, 800. Suppose what happened you can see. If I click on the play button here, you can see only some part of the code the stars are displaying. Let me decrease the darker color. Yes, now you can see a little bit good. Now I will show you this project output in the another tab. So I need to click on the file here. Every time you have to click on the save button if you want to save in your sketches. You can also change here the project name. I'm giving the number name random, and then I can click on the share button, and if I'm clicking on the second link here, now you can see it is displaying in the another screen, another tab, and see, but the stars are displaying only the 400, 400 part because we spotted the circles in place of only the 0 to 400. So instead of this, we can also use here 0, width. So whatever the screen size it will be, it is going to perfectly display all the circles on the screen. Now you can see the difference if I click on the save button. And if I click on the play button, now you see stars are displaying on all the places. I will also show you on the big screen. Yes, you can observe stars are coming in all the places. So if you can see here, it is the stars are displaying completely on the screen. So it depends on your canvas size also. You can set the random position. So this is about the today's class. Creating a stars game in the P5 editor using a simple function called random. It is very important function. We are going to use this function to display our objects on the screen, to display anywhere on the canvas. So whenever we are developing any games, if we want to develop our objects in any place on the screen randomly, so we will be using this one. This is about today's class, and thank you for watching. Please share this code to your friends and relatives so that they can also learn the coding. Thank you for watching, and please wait for the next class. Bye bye.